My name is Amanda McKibbon, and I live in Barrie, Ontario, Canada, which are the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, which include the Odawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi nations, collectively known as the Three Fires Confederacy. So I've been with the Ontario SPCA since 2012 and presently hold the role of Senior Director of Affiliate and Community Outreach. My team focuses on engaging and collaborating with Indigenous community and industry partners to not only support the well-being of animals, but also the well-being of the people who love them and the communities in which they live. We also lead the Society's Humane Education programming for children, youth, and adults, which includes the Change for Animals conference, and as well as the growth and implementation of our humane education program called Animal Smart. I hold a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in animal welfare science and behavior. And I focus my career on animal well-being research and child psychological health. I'm very passionate about the power of connection and compassion in education to shape a better future for us all. I'm honored to be a part of the UNESCO International Symposium and look forward to an inspiring week of learning and connecting.
Thank you. And what are your concerns about your country or region at the moment?
Well, the things that I'm thinking about right now have a lot to do with, our disconnection from the living world. And by living world, I mean animals in the environment, but also from one another. We're all connected. So if one suffers, then the other two are affected as well. So, sometimes it's obvious, like, the direct result of pouring toxins into the water and then how that impacts, the animals and people that depend on that water. But sometimes it can be a little harder to see the sort of clear line between this disconnection and the problems we see in the world. In these instances, seeing ourselves as separate can make it easier to dehumanize others and, showing up as racism and violence. Separation denies animals sentience and their capacity to suffer, resulting in cruelty and practices like factory farming and animal fighting. And it makes it easier to see the earth as this endless resource for the taking, for example, as seen with, all the pollution and clear cutting of forests. So that's why I believe so strongly in the power of humane education, because it teaches not only that we must respect the living world, but also demonstrates how we're all connected and teaches children how to think about these complex systems with a critical and inclusive eye.
Thanks. And what are your current sources of inspiration?
Well, my current sources of inspiration are, the inspiration that I always have, and that's with, when I think about the brilliance of children and youth and their capacity to think beyond what's always been done to create change. They approach challenges with curiosity and a new perspective. And old thinking is how we found ourselves where we are today. And new thinking is how we're going to find our way to a better place. So, if we can help children to appreciate the truth and complex nature of our creation, or our connection with all of life, then they'll arrive into positions of leadership and influence with this wisdom, and they'll be better able to make decisions that will enable humans, animals, and the environment to thrive.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Amanda McKibbon, for this interview.
Oh, thanks for having me.